Welcome to my podcast, My Journey by Lebo Keswa. Thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the engagement, for telling me off, which I consider as a constructive criticism. I am going to shut up today. You people have been complaining that I talk too much, but the name of the show is My Journey, guys, and I'm engaging. I'm supposed to be having conversations with people. I'm supposed to be engaging with people. And what I thought, or what my team and I thought when we conceptualized this podcast was, I'm going to be engaging with people, telling them about my journey, listening to their journey. But frankly, you guys are sick and tired of my journey. So, but today I am going to shush, ne? Today I'm going to shush. So today with me in studio, I have got Ayanda Tshabalala. Welcome to My Journey podcast, Ayanda.
Thank you, Lebo, Keswa, for having me. And I am Ayanda Tshabalala from Newcastle, Ematateng.
Yeah. Ayanda, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you are here today?
Ayanda Tshabalala is from Newcastle, Ematateng, and I'm an artist. I've worked with Owethu, Johnny, Nana Coyote, Steve Kekana, Tsepotul. The list is long. Awesome. And today I'm here to talk about not only myself, to protect a legacy of my child, and also to protect all the women and men also who have been abused in all the relationships. You know, when I'm saying all the men as well, because there are men who are abused in relationships, they don't talk about it, but I am going to talk about my relationship, that I've been abused and my child has taken away, and I've been, let's talk about this guy today.
Okay, Coco. We are gonna talk about this guy, and this guy is a very, very well-known healer. You know, which is one of the reasons I agreed to have you on this platform. We've got a lot of people who are interested to come. We can't accommodate everyone. So some of the problems that we are being exposed to, some of the inquiries that we're getting, we're actually just going to speak to them because we are very, very exclusive as to who we are going to have on the platform because of the high volume of people who want to be at this on this platform. But I got very, very, very interested in your story, right? Because you've got a child with a very, very, very well-known healer. You know, and I have had a similar experience with a healer. You know, a healer is like a leader.
Exactly.
You know, being a healer comes with a lot of responsibility, right? Your duty is to bring comfort. Your duty is to do right by people, and this has become, you know, a big thing, and it's actually one of the biggest inquiries that we are getting on this podcast, right? Because we are getting people who are complaining about healers, specifically sangomas, right? Who are using and abusing people and manipulating people, all in the name of I am a healer, and they are not using it positively. They are not using their titles as healers positively. They are actually using it very, very negatively. Because if you do not succumb, if you do not agree with what they are saying, they threaten you, they manipulate you. They are very narcissistic, right? They threaten you with all sorts of evil, like they will cast spells on you, they will do this, but then they are doing it. So I'd like for you to tell us more about why you are here.
Okay, let me start with this. Mina, I was raised by the Reverend of Methodist Church, my late great-grandfather, who raised me very well as a child of God. Knowing God in my life, and he built foundation for me. And that foundation, I want to to my child. 2, I met my child's father. It was 2008.
Who's your child's father?
Is Mkhulu Nsingiza. We're going to perform in what's this, in Mozambique. That's where I met him, and I didn't even know at that time he was dating somebody. He lied, because he lies all the time.
Who was he dating?
I'm not sure if I should say.
Okay, it's okay.
But the woman and I is from Swaziland. We made peace. We're fine. I apologize to her because I didn't know. My problem is this. I was staying in Fourways. I had my own apartment and I had my own car. You asked me to come to Soweto. I didn't know Soweto, right? I came to Soweto. I stayed at your house. When you find out that I was pregnant, you didn't want the child. You wanted me to abort. Ne? I don't have parents. I was raised by my late great-grandparents. They passed away. My great-grandmom passed away in 1993, and my late grandfather passed away in 1996. Those were my parents who raised me and gave me life and gave me foundation and sense of belonging. When they passed on, I didn't have anyone else.
I feel you.
I didn't have anyone else. You know how families are. I dated Peter Mukaba. Ne? At that time, Peter Mukaba was the Deputy Minister of Travel and Tourism. Peter Mukaba introduced me to his family in Polokwane. And when Peter Mukaba passed away, people started saying, when he passed on, good, I'm HIV positive. I don't have HIV. I can even test here even now.
Why did people think you were HIV positive?
Because they said Peter Mukaba died of AIDS.
Aha, you?
I was crucified.
I'm not even aware of that. Okay, sure.
You know, my child was born in Polokwane at Peter Mukaba's house. Peter Mukaba was the mother
Your
to
child
me.
with Mkhulu?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you, that guy chased me away when I was 8 months pregnant. He said I must leave my place in Fourways. And I came to Orlando. I didn't know Soweto. I didn't know anybody in Soweto. I had my own townhouse, my own car. And I came to Orlando because of Mkhulu Nsingiza. You know, when he found out that I was pregnant, he wanted me to have an abortion.
Why?
And I refused.
Not like it matters, but why? What were his reasons?
Because
Your body,
he had...
your rules.
No. The woman, Lobekase Mozambique, that was his woman.
Does he have a child with her?
Now he has 3 children with her, after my son.
Yay!
I apologized to that woman. I want to be very good. She's my sister. I apologized because I felt too good. He lied. And also, Mkhulu's family lied. Those people were married. When they told me that they were not married, they were married. We met last year at my son's birthday party. What I was told, that woman hates me, she wants to kill me. And it was a lie. When she saw me last year, she said, Ayanda, come to my car. And I said, yeah, I'll come. And I said, no, I'm going to come. And I was drinking my wine. I was tipsy. I know that you wanted to kill me and my child.
So Mkhulu lies. He's a liar.
I have proof that Mkhulu lies a lot.
Mkhulu lies. And he's always so prim and proper in public. He's got these organizations. He's got another organization for his ex-wife.
Okay, let me ask
Sure.
you this. Mina, if you can go to Sun Hotel, and it's they put people who has worked at Sun. They own the database. Go and check my name there. They will find my name. Go to Pearl Smokovets in Roseback. Paul Smokovets Frontiers Organization. My name is there. Department of Housing. Go there. I worked. Lebo. Can you Google where Mkhulu worked?
He's a healer, isn't he? So angithi
No,
as a healer usebenza
No,
ngabantu.
Nyazwa. Okay, I hear you. Mina, I'm saying, I'm giving you a task. Paul Smokovers and Frontiers. Go in Roseback. I can give you the address. It's in Parktown. I was a PA there. My first job was in Sun Hotel. Go there and check. Database, my name will be there.
Okay, so you stayed with him in Soweto when you were pregnant.
Let me tell you. When my lease expired in 4 ways, we met in Mozambique. And I think it was 2 month end or the month after. I don't remember very well. When my lease expired, and I told him, because besides Joel, I'm missing sematandwing. My lease is expiring. He said, no, why do you have to renew your lease? Come to, because I've been coming to Soweto.
You are pregnant at this time?
No, I wasn't pregnant at that time.
Okay.
Coming here, La APL Street. And then I saw, okay, I can stay here. I don't have to pay rent. You understand? I was that person, I'm not going to lie. I was like, I'm not going to pay rent. I stayed. To find out, this guy lied, has brought a lot of problems in me. There's a younger brother of mine who was in varsity, and Usandile will come and visit me, my younger brother. There was a time when he saw we had, this a mattress that you're pumping it, and mattress. And
an airbed.
Yeah, an airbed, yes. He saw that and he was like, and I was highly pregnant at that time. I was 6 months. He came and he was making us, that mattress must leave this house. And I looked at him. I was like, yeah, it must leave. You know the pain. The pain that guy, when he said, I must leave his house, highly pregnant, was 8 months.
So you went to Peter Mkaba's home in Polokwane, and they helped you with the child?
Yes. I gave birth there.
Sure.
That is my family.
Oh, that's an honorable family.
That is my family.
So where is the child now? What's happening now?
Okay, let me tell you what's happening with the child. My son, when he left for Denmark, he was 5 years.
Why did your son leave for Denmark? What happened from birth, between birth and 5 years?
Not from birth. Let me start from 5 years. I met Owethu Mandela when my child was 8 months, 9 months.
How does Zinzi Mandela feature in all of this?
He was married to Uzweli.
She was married to?
Uzweli. And they have a child.
This is Mkhulu?
Mkhulu, yes. Mkhulu and Zinzi, they have a child together. Umtanam Ulama is the sibling to the last born Yaga Zinzi Mandela.
When was he married to Zinzi?
I don't know, but they got divorced in 1998.
So he was married to her they got divorced in 1998.
I don't know when
was your child born? When was your child 5 years?
2010.
So 2015.
No, 2010 my child was born. 2015 my child was 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And also I would say this, Nelson Mandela loved my child.
Wow.
Yeah. He loved him as his grandson. And
how was your child introduced into the Mandela family? Can you explain all of this? Can we get all this information in chronological order? I'm going to allow you to speak. So I am not talking today. I am listening.
Yeah. Okay, let me say this. I'm a spiritual person. And I feel also Guti Uzinzi, when he was alive, she was still alive, was a spiritual person. Because she told me about the child before I told her. You understand? And she came to where La Eskodweni, Saka Mkhulu Nsingiza, and said, hey, Ayanda. She met me once, actually. I was performing at Pasonia, in Pasonia Hotel. And when she came the second time, she was like, she came, I didn't even know she was coming, you know, and she said, yeah, Ayanda, hey, you guys, what are you doing? And you have a child. And let me tell you, I'm going to say this thing now, right now, Guti, and I feel Guti, I didn't know Nama, I have spiritual guidance or whatever, I don't know. But also, when Zinzi said this thing, and when she passed on, I lit the candle to apologize for her, for everything that she did to me, you know, based on Inganyam, you know, not wanting me to see my child. And
so Zinzi did not want you to see your child?
No. Let me tell you, I feel good to Zinzi. Uzinzi loved me, let me tell you. On my birthday, Uzinzi will send me money and throw birthdays for me. I feel the poison here is Mkhulu Nsingiza. You understand? My first birthday of my child, Zinzi threw a birthday of my child. When this thing happened, and I thought it was Zinzi, because she had, I need in my mind, I was thinking, good, she's the Mandela and all that, she has money. And this thing is continuing even now that Zinzi has passed on.
So how does Zinzi feature in your child's life? Why are we even talking about Zinzi right now? Because the issue is Mkhulu Nsingiza. So please just explain the story. Just give us the story in chronological order as to how Zinzi got involved in all of this regarding your child.
Uzinzi and Uzweli were married. They have a child together, which is Uzwelabo. You understand? Uzwelabo and Zinzi, and they're siblings. And I know they love each other very much. You know. Uzinzi, how can I put it? I feel Gutu Zinzi was broken in so many ways. I feel Gutu Zinzi was broken by this man.
A whole healer. A whole healer.
I'm telling you, Zinzi was broken by this man.
He breaks. This guy breaks.
This man, Uzweli, he has broken me in so many ways. Let me not talk about me now. Let me talk about the women who came after me. There's a lady from Cape Town. I'm not sure if I should mention her name. Let me not mention her.
A lady from Cape Town.
Yeah.
You can live with that.
She said when she came to apologize, I remember it was Winnie Mandela's funeral, because she was told about me. Good, I'm a psycho, I'm bipolar, I'm a drunkard, I have no place to stay. Zweli. Mkhulu Nsingiza.
He's a perfectionist. He's a healer.
Yeah.
He's got himself figured out.
That lady. Yeah, you know that lady. When it was Mamwini's funeral, she came to me and said, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "She's from Cape Town, a college." I said, yeah, you can talk to me. You know what she said? It's about what? As everything that I do. I did to you everything I did and do to you. I said, no, it's okay. And ndibonile uthethe ngesixhosa. I would like to speak ngesixhosa sakhe. Ndibonile ukuthi bengasuwena. Ndim ben wrong. La tata uyangena engqondweni yakho. Ndicela uxolo ngathi mina forgave. You know that girl, when he left Mkhulu Nsingiza, she was at my place. She asked me, go and can you help me to get a car and fetch my stuff? He doesn't even know. I'm the one who helped Utembi.
A whole healer.
A whole healer.
High-profile healer.
Let me ask you this. Lebo, angifuni nix mina kule podcast, you know, and as I said, there's no money eningibhadala yona. I need to heal. I need my son to heal.
What's happening with your son? We will help you heal. We will find resources for you to heal, as long as at the end of this podcast, you tell us what is it that you need for us to assist with. So what is the issue with your son? Where is your son? What's happening with your son?
My son is still staying with him.
Why?
I've been going to Ama court, and he says he has a custodian guardianship.
He says he has. But for anyone to have custody of the child, both parents should have gone through a court of law, and there should have been a court order from the court to state that one of the parents has got custody. Do you have a court order?
No, I don't have it.
So how is the child in his custody?
That's what he claims is proof and he got a protection order. I can't even go close to his house. When I go, I send children go and call my son. Sometimes he will tell the children and I will call the police for her. Tell her I'm calling the police.
When you go see your son at his house, he's calling the cops for you not to see the child. But what?
Sure. I was even beaten up by his friends of Amapois.
Oh no.
I've been detained.
Mkhulu Nsingiza.
For 8 hours.
A whole healer.
He has said I've abducted my child.
Sure.
He said I gave them my child. Before the child traveled to Denmark, we went to because Mandela was the mother to me. You know, when she said to me, Ayanda, leave this child doesn't love you. Leave this man doesn't love you, because when he saw the way he broke my arm.
Oh, Sisi Gooding. Can we have the whole file, please? Can we have the whole file? Yeah, I'd love for you to read this out. This is a copy of an affidavit Uzweli Banzi Hlongwani Mkhulu Nsingiza did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please read it out, all of it. Can we have the whole file? Skuluma ngama file la, asidlali la. The truth.
Okay,
speak your truth, Sisi.
This is a copy of affidavit.
Thank you so much.
I, Zweli Banzi Hlongwane, the father of I'm not going to mention my child's name.
Don't.
My child, and the mother being Ayanda Tshabalala, would like to state that I have agreed with the permission of Ayanda Tshabalala to let my son.
It's okay, Sisi. Don't complete the name. It's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Go and live with Uzenze Mandela and further his studying. I would also like to state and confirm as follows: we are not giving our son away to Miss Uzenze Mandela. She will always be the legal guardian, whilst is with her in Denmark, not in South Africa.
So the child went and lived with Zinzi in
Yes.
Denmark when she was an ambassador.
I need to agree.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
when I said, Mom, you know what, to give your child a better opportunity.
Yeah.
If anything were to happen to me, Ayanda would remain the mother of.
Yeah.
Ayanda is me.
Yeah.
Can decide the future of our son. I will ensure that visit home during his midterm break and for December holidays. I will give back to her mother. Yes.
Yeah, sis.
After a year, if she feels that she is able to raise. And this is a protection order that ayenzele mina.
Okay, so I'd love to have this. So here, hey, I Mkhulu. Ay, Mkhulu namanga man. So, but where's the custody document? Why is he taking your son? Where is the custody document? So this guy was not good enough to raise his own child. He gave his child to his ex-wife, Zinzi Mandela, right? When Zinzi passes on, he takes the child after he's written in an affidavit signed by him, right? And said he will give back your child. So where is the court order? We need to find the court order. This is the help that you are going to get from this podcast. We are going to get attorneys who will assist you for this guy to produce.
You know what hurt me the most? What hurt me the most is that this guy said, "Can you guys test me for drugs here in this podcast?"
Test you?
Yes.
Uthi wena udlama drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you test me in this podcast? Because he says I'm using drugs.
If you are using drugs, he must have OD'd kuimuthi again. Really?
That's what he's saying. That's why I'm asking, guys, can you test me? Because I'm using drugs.
So this particular document says violation of protection order. What did you do, Sisi?
I was not even there. I detained for 8 hours.
Where?
Here.
Here
This is young of 2017, right?
It's 2019.
2019.
Yeah. You were detained where?
Here.
Here where?
He even lay in Orlando police station.
What were you detained for?
The first time he opened he said I violated, and they called me and I came. I was detained for 8 hours and released with no explanation. The 29th, I appeared in front of the magistrate line and then released again. Because he had dropped.
So he's colluding with cops. He's a high-profile person. Unama contact. You must sue the police. You must sue the SAPS.
So
you must sue them.
Mina, this is my question, Lebo. This guy, I'm not in fight with him. You know, do you think about your son?
Why doesn't he want you to have access to your son?
Do you think what is the child going through? Do you think that when you're sitting with, have you ever sat with your child and ask him, how are you? If your own child can call me in the school and say, Mommy, come, I want to see you.
Okay, sis. So your son was in Denmark, raised by Zinzi, right? But then Zinzi passed on.
Yes.
What happened to the child after Zinzi passed on?
When he passed on, he claims that he has a full custody.
He claims. You must go to court with someone.
I did. I went to the court.
What was the final order?
Yes, it's when
it must be read out in front of you as a mother.
Lebo.
The order, the magistrate must say to the both of you, I am giving custody, full custody or partial custody to the both
Lebo.
of you because of these certain reasons. What happened in court?
Lebo, in South Africa, they called my family in Natal. Baba Chaluguti, Ayanda is from here. This is her home. You know, when they came back, they said, I don't have a home. They told those people go to Ayanda, it doesn't have a home. That's what he said in court. When I asked my aunt, can you come to my home? Like Omond. You'll find my cousin. They said, I don't have a home. I'm giving you my address. Come there. If you can come even today or tomorrow. You understand? That guy is buying people. I'm not going to win that case. But I'm going to win it because I'm not going to sit back and say, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you hurt me deep. I'm not going to. No. My address, come. You can call here online. Call my aunt and ask, where do I stay? I can give you my aunt's number right now, Lebo. He has told people, good, I'm homeless. That's how I lost the case. He homeless. Okay, Lebo, if I was homeless as a father of the child, do you have to ukutungibukise ngabantu? Even right now, nganthatha nginise kithi Lebo. Let me take you kithi. I can give you my aunt's number right now. Talk to my aunt, to Mamzandi. Talk to Pulukwane. Umapule kabomkaba. Angaganga mina. So how did I lose the child? Because when are you telling people, Guti, I'm a drug, Lebo, I'm telling you right now, testing me for drugs. Right now, la. Send people about taking drug test and test me. And yet that's what he's telling people. I'm deeply hurt. You know why I'm hurt? That is my son. The son that I see him when I go to him, he is here. My son, I know he's not okay. Let me tell you what happened in my son's school. I know I shouldn't say this, but I'll speak about it. He had a problem in his schools. And the learners accuse him of cyberbullying. My child was bullied a lot. Did he come? Did he come, Lebo? There were children who were calling my child, Guti, we're going to fucking beat you up. There were children who were saying, yeah, when Abo Makavela, that I don't even know. And I was like, my son cannot be friends with these people. I know Ogutaksibu. Did he go to the school? He did not. I was the one who was going to the school. I spoke to the deputy principal of the school. The deputy can verify that. You know, when he registered my son in school, last year, my son was in Omonde Primary. You know, he wrote my name, but the number was not my number. Let me tell you what happens psychologically in children. My child was affected psychologically. Zinzi passed away. Zinzi, let me tell you, Zinzi loved that boy. Very much so. Very much so, my dear. The person who was trying to destroy my relationship with Zinzi is that man. Mkhulu Nsingiza.
A whole healer.
A whole healer.
A whole healer.
There's a man who was trying to destroy. You know, Uzinze has done a lot for this boy. You know, Sister Nani, when Uzinze passed away, Sister Nani called me.
Can we get tissue, please? Oh. I'm so sorry, Sissy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sissy. This is so heartbreaking, Ayanda. Your story is a very, very long and painful one. And I even understand why you can't stick to the sequence of things, because there's just so much. Like you're carrying so much baggage. You're carrying so much baggage. This is too much for you. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to end. And we've got such a limited time, because this podcast can go on the whole day. Your story is a very, very painful one, but can we carry on? And I'm truly sorry, Ausi. I'm truly sorry. Sure. I'm so emotional right now. Yeah. So can we carry on from when Zinzi's clothes were then taken out, and then Zenani, the sister, was engaging you?
No, Usi Zenani, not only the clothes, when she went to pack her sister's clothes and found, she went to the room where my child was staying and saw everything that Zinzi bought for my child, and Zinzi loved my child. Very much so.
And I knew her very, very well.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful human being.
She loved my boy. And Sister Nani even said it as well, confirming it when I called and talking to her. Since it did right by my child, as much as I felt good, she did wrong by me. And it's only now when I realize it wasn't her. It was this man, Mkhulu Nsingiza.
Common denominator.
Uzinzi did everything for my child. I remember there was a time I wrote about Uzinzi on my Facebook page, crying, begging her to bring back my child. Mkhulu is toxic. And I feel he was very poison to Uzinzi. Uzinzi had never done that if it wasn't Mkhulu Nsingiza. On my birthday, Uzinzi will send me like 5,000 Gucci, Mr. Happy birthday. When my grandmother passed away, she sent me money at home. It's not all about money to Uzinzi. Obviously, it was like she couldn't buy flowers or whatever, and the only thing she could have done was, okay, Miss Tang. We used to call each other Miss Tang, me and Zinzi. But when this thing happened, I didn't understand. I hated Zinzi. When she passed on, I prayed for her. And I know ukuthi bekunento. I even lit a candle for Uzinzi and prayed for Uzinzi ukuthi ahambe kahle. Uzinzi in my dreams came and apologized. Mkhulu Nsingiza is a poison. He is a poison. I believe he made Zinzi to become an alcoholic. I believe Zinzi became the person that she was because of him. Mkhulu Nsingiza can get inside of your mind.
A whole healer.
Mkhulu Nsingiza made Zinzi to be an alcoholic. Because I became an alcoholic. The woman who came after me became an alcoholic. And the woman became after me, Sihlukene, became an alcoholic. What do you call that? And we became friends.
Uyanloya umkhulu uyanishaya.
Sonke sina sikhuluma ukuthi hayibo. Why siphuza the way siphuza ngakhona?
So fanele umkhulu Nsingiza ibe inyanga yekwenza abantu ama-alcoholics. Sonke masifuna ukushaya abantu bethu sibenza ama-alcoholics siya kumkhulu Nsingiza.
Let me tell you about. Sibahlanyise
once.
Mkhulu Nsingiza is a, devil's agent.
Yes.
Mkhulu Nsingiza is a devil agent.
Sure.
Usebenzela usathani le
Yo.
muntu loyana.
Yo, we are lawyer. He's not a healer. Umthakathi.
Can I put the
Yes.
tissue here?
Feel free to put it there.
Let me tell you, Lebo.
Yo.
I'm not here
Yo,
because
Mkhulu
I want.
Nsingiza.
I'm not here because I want publicity.
Speak your truth, Sisi.
I'm not here
Speak your
because
truth.
Ulebu
Speak your truth.
kwenzakalani.
He's hurting you. Speak your
This
truth.
guy-
Tell the world the truth about this man.
This guy
And how you
hurt me
feel?
to the core.
Did what, Sisi?
He hurt me to the core. And
Yo.
I feel good to hurt Uzinzi to the core. Uzinzi is gone right now, but I'm going to speak on her behalf. And I know Guti, I was saying Uzinzi, ya ungithathele umntwana. Uzinzi akangithathele ngamntwana. Now, lo philayo. Mfethu.
Sure. He's still with
Why
your child.
is it still going on? Lento lebeyenzakala uzinzi aphila. He's talking about my child. Umntanami, I have 2 boys, mean. My firstborn went to drugs. Cancelled his scholarship sack 2 weeks before he went overseas.
Hey.
Yes, u10. Makuthathwa ingane bayisa laphana. Uzinzi athi bring the child. That's why ngithi mina ngimxolele bafethu uzinzi. Wathatha umntwana, wathatha neimpahla zomntwana zahamba. Sa-cancel scholarship so mntanami. Mntanami went into drugs. Mntanami right now is a drug addict.
Eish. How old is your child?
He's 32
Where is he?
in Newcastle.
Let's see what we can do about that. I do not have any contacts in Newcastle. This is KZN, right? But let's see what we can do. But we'll talk about that after the show.
Let me tell you one thing, ne? I don't hate Nsingiza. He's a demon. He needs to fight his own demon. He's a devil. Osebenzela udevil. Nsingiza didn't want me to pray. Mangithandaza bekuna mina ngihlukaniswanga uNsingiza ukuthi besingathandani. Sihlukaniswa ukuthi mina bengithandaza.
He doesn't pray. Shawuthi nje one way.
There's no God kuNsingiza. He says there's no God.
Okay. I'm sure we are God again.
Utshela abantu uNsingiza ukuthi atshela babembuza ukuthi umama lomntana uze umntana lo uphi athi ushonile ngamlanda esontweni lakhe.
Omuphi umntwana? Is that you?
My son.
Uthi ushonile wena?
Ethi mina ngishonile.
Hayi lo baba ukhohlakele.
Ngamlanda esontweni lakhe ngangena limile isonto. Ngathi am I dead? Wangibiza ngelinye igama engingalazi lela abalikhulumayo kule sonto labo. Ngakhala. He does not believe in God. He's burning the Bibles. Awumbona ngashisa ama-Bible?
I didn't see that.
Ushisa
I don't
ama-Bible
follow
athi
him at all.
akunankulunkulu.
Like he's literally burnt a Bible.
And the
Publicly.
cross
He's done that publicly.
in Bergville. Ikhona Google it, Lebo. Mangithandaza mina that man. Bekalo nami athi ngithandazelani. Asihlukaniswanga mina noba umntanami ukuthi asathandani. Sihlukanise ukuthi mina I believe in God. And uthi ufuna isithembu. Anginasithembu mina ngizongena kuso. Mina into engifuna ukuyisho right now in this podcast. Cela uxolisa kulo nkosikazi waseSwaziland. I apologize because I didn't know. Udeli Matsibul.
That's very honorable of you.
I heard her. I didn't know.
You were lied to.
Yes. That's all I want to say.
Loa say Cape Town. Did she come after you?
Lo wase Cape Town phela uCherry nami ofana nami.
Eish.
Naye bekangazi. Mina ngixolisa kuye lo waseDurban, wase-Swaziland.
Do you have access to your son?
The access to my son, ngiyithola ukuthi when my child says, "Mommy, come." Or like yesterday.
You saw him yesterday.
I did.
Okay. How was that like? How often do you see him?
He was not often, maybe 2, 3 times a month.
Okay.
When I go to his house, Nsingiza actually, ngimake 18 ngaphandle. Ngithumela abantwana, send the children to go and call my child. Yeah, but sometimes we'll tell the children, go to tell her I'm gonna call the police, and the cops will come and beat me up.
How was yesterday? Like, what did you and your son do?
Yesterday, my child wanted me to open a bank account for him. We went and opened a bank account. He was the happiest child.
So, if he's got full custody of the child, why can't he go open an account with the child without you? Like, why does he still need you? Because,
I asked my son, Guti, why you ask? Okay, let's not talk about my child because I know it's gonna be. He's gonna see this. He's gonna be upset.
Okay,
let's
no
not talk
problem,
about
Sissy.
it. Yeah,
no problem. We only talk about things that you are comfortable with.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, can we get Eland? Because I know Guti there's money. That's Zinzi left for this child.
Zinzi left money for the child?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 100% sure. There's money that has been left for this child. And I know Guti, he's been fighting me because of this. I have proof of that.
So that's why he's now told you that he's got custody of the child.
No, he told me earlier, not even now. I think he knew all along.
You were told by him in person, not the courts.
No, I was told by him. I think he knew all along, Guti, there's money. That's why he's been fighting me. How can you bear a child and the father of your child says, you gave away your child when your child was 6 months old.
No, but we just read this. You did not give out the child.
No, I'm just...
He wrote an affidavit.
No, I'm
to
just
say
saying.
For the best interests of the child, can he be with Zinzi, who is his ex-wife.
Yeah.
And he specifically says, I will give the child back to her mother after a year if she feels that she is able and ready to raise him here in South Africa. But Zinzi passed on a while back.
Exactly.
And you still do not have access to your child.
Yeah.
After Zinzi passed on, he's now claiming that he's got custody of the child. So can we find out if he does have custody of the child? Can we find out what Zinzi left for the child? Because there is no ways this guy is going to get away with murder, abuse you the way you are telling us that he is abusing you because of his connections, because he's financially more viable than you are. We are going to put a stop to that. And we are going to find out the truth.
Yeah, find out the truth. And while you're still talking, I want to check something. And there's a protection order, ne? They to read about it. And I need to tell you now, 6 months. No, there's something I want to check quickly here because I brought this file here.
I actually want to do a podcast about myself where I'm also going to bring a file because I'm not done telling my story. Eh? They keep on saying, hey, you keep on talking about this person. We are sick and tired of you. Wait until I do this. And I've got the file ready. I'm still going to tell my story. I'm not done, by the way.
No, you should bring your story.
I will. I've got a file like this, by the way.
No, people, they think it's when you're crazy.
Yeah.
And you're not crazy, Lebo.
Yeah.
You are not crazy. Let me
no,
tell
of course I know that.
You're not crazy.
I will not be silenced. I will speak my truth.
Okay, I don't know.
What's happening there? No problem, Sissy. I think you've given us enough information. So, how can we help you? What is the way forward?
The way forward for me is I don't need money for my child. Ngicela ukuthi imali kuhambe kuyocheckwa ile mali if you can get me lawyers check imali, kuthatha imali engane iyenzelwe i-trust fund. Trust fund akumele it shouldn't belong to ubaba wengane, it shouldn't belong to me. That's all.
Okay, Sisi. No,
I don't even want his apology.
Of course, he's not going to apologize. People like this do not apologize.
I only
they
want...
are manipulative and very, very narcissistic and very, very, very abusive. He's going to go around like he can come here. He can feel free to try
he will
and
come.
sue
Trust me,
us.
he will come.
Mageze, Tina, we are waiting for him. But we are not going to allow you to go through what you are going through. We are on your side. We are with you. And, you know, outside of us sitting here, you've given us a lot of background, and I could just see and tell how emotional you've been. You've actually haven't told the public everything that we know here, you know, but we understand because of what you're going through. It's too much. Kuningi, man. Kuningi. It's heavy. But
and also, let me say this, Lebo. You know, the public, they have this thing of, why angahili? Have you healed, Wena? Things that you went through when on your own as a person low pointer the fingers to me. All I'm saying is my story to tell. It's my journey. I know what I've gone through. If you're gonna come and say, hi, I don't care about you.
You shouldn't.
I don't care about your opinions. I don't care you're pointing fingers at me, but I'm caring about my child and me. This is me. Ayanda Tshabalala has gone through so much. Me being suicidal. You understand? Trying to kill myself so many times. And also in front of my child. I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill myself because I know better now, Guti. I have the real reason, Guti, why I should leave. I have my son. I'm not going to kill myself. I have my son that loves me dearly. Take whatever you're going to say to you. Yeah, vele, weak. I'm not weak. I'm not weak, Lebo. I'm a woman who has gone through hell. The hell that I'm trying to rebuild. The hell that I'm trying to show my child, good. Yes, we can go through hell, but we can keep standing. We can rebuild. Who are you to tell me, good? Are you mama ako weak? Are you mama ako ubekafuna ukuzibulala? Yes, ngifunile ukuzibulala. It's not into angifihlanga. I wrote on my Facebook page, I wanted to kill myself. Do you want to kill myself now? No. I would never do that again. That young man say is my strength. I would live for that boy. I would not only for that boy, for me. I'm living for me. Nkhulumeni izinto ezikhulumayo is okay. Nkhulumeni ithi anginayo indawo yokuhlala, it's okay. Nkhulumeni ithi she's homeless, it's okay. Nkhulumeni ithi hayi lo hambe lala. Why ningezi kumina labantu engilale nabo eOrlando and say, yes, I slept with this woman. Even if so, I used my body.
Kuku yakho bangenaphi?
Exactly. But all I'm saying, I love my boy.
All you want is your child.
Exactly.
And access to your child.
I love
you want to raise your child.
Say whatever you say about me, it's okay. I want that boy. And I'm not going to leave that boy because he's my child. He is my child, Lebo.
No, Mkhulu has got to do right by you, hey Sisi. Mkhulu has got to do right by you. This guy is a healer. He must show and prove that he's a healer. I always have a question, you know, when people call themselves healers. I ask my question, a question like, umuntu makafika kuye, uyahlahluba lo baba. Umuntu makafika kuye, athi kuye, nginenkinga eso ne partner yam. Something similar to what you're going through. Does he say to this person, I'm going to give you muti, so that the mother of your child never ever gets to to see their child. Lobo buthakathi, man. It's not healing.
Lebo asiqale la. When you find out your girlfriend was pregnant and you said have an abortion.
Why is he fighting for the child now? Yeah.
Asiqale la.
Yeah.
Singayi anywhere else. When you said have an abortion, Boating.
Sure.
What's the healer lab?
Yeah. Sisi, this has been very, very sad. This is a very, very sad story. So you have made a request for assistance. So we're gonna try and see how we can assist you. One, we will put resources together to see how you get access to your son. And yeah, I think more than anything else, that's what matters the most to you. And if there is any money that was left by the late Zizi Mandela for your son, so that the money is put in a trust fund for your son, may Zinzi's soul rest in peace. She was indeed a very, very good human being. For a mother to have taken your child in and help raise the child. I'm sorry about what you're going through. I'm sorry about what Zinzi has gone through. I'm sorry about all the other women that Mkhulu Nsingiza has, whose lives he's destroyed, who are alcoholics, who are hurt, who are going through a lot of pain. That is unacceptable, coming from a man who is supposed to be a healer. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been very sad. This has been very emotional. A lot of tears have been shed. It's really been difficult to shoot this podcast. We appreciate you. We appreciate the following, the subscriptions that we getting, the likes. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing for this podcast. I hope you guys are not gonna be killing me again today. I know you're not gonna be telling me that I was not listening and I was talking too much. I really tried my best. I'm also learning. I've never done this. Thank you guys so much for watching. We truly appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. My podcast, My Journey by Lebo Keswa. Please subscribe. Please follow us. Thank you so much.